Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Freya Reads Tarot. We're going to get into your messages. I'm sorry, all my candles blew out today. I'm going to see if this one will light back up. I think it will. The other one is gone, and I don't have a replacement right now, but that's okay. We're just going to continue. So this is going to be your message for the week of January 7th through the 14th. And then if you need a more in-depth reading, I'm available to do that. You just follow the contact info in the description box below. You can find all that there about my readings that I offer. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for all your support so far. And please help me to grow more. Hitting that thumbs up button really helps me out and helps grow my channel. All right, let's see what the guides have to say for you today. All right, Hail Freya, goddess of love, divination, and prosperity. Heavenly angels, ancestors, guardians, spirit guides. What do you have coming in for Leo this week? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What do they need to know this week? What do they need to know? Thank you. Thank you so much, ancestral guides and spirit guides, for being here. I greatly appreciate the message. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, 1. I'm being guided to 1 for you. So you have to put yourself first this week, Leo, is what I'm getting. There's also a new beginning coming in for you. This might be why there's only 1 candle here, because you need to focus on one thing right now. There's a new opportunity. One of the flames went out, like I said earlier, and I don't have a replacement on hand right now. So anyway, you might just feel like, I feel like I'm kind of being drawn to the idea that you might just need to concentrate on one thing. Oh, you have a partnership. Oh my. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. All right, you have the 3 of Wands, which is always about transformation, and it's about fulfillment in this deck. So I feel like you're planning on going in a new direction. Let's see, 5 of Swords in this deck. Okay. There's an imbalance here in your relationship, Leo. And again, only take what resonates, guys, okay? It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if this is you, it's your story, okay? You have the Forest Lovers. So in this deck, this is the Lover's card, right? Something in this connection is not balanced. You have the 6 of Pentacles. In this card, in this deck, it speaks of exploitation. So this is an emphasis on to make sure that you're giving and receiving properly. And it might be you that's not doing it, Leo. Take it as it resonates. I don't know. But it could definitely be the other person. For many of you, I am getting that it is the other person. There's an imbalance in this relationship, though. There's not equal give and take. And that doesn't necessarily mean monetarily. It means it could be emotionally. I feel like it could be a lot of things, honestly. It could be emotionally, it could be financially, but somebody's not giving here. And then there's the 5 of Swords. You feel very defeated. There's a frustration here. You feel very defeated because there's a lack of give and take in this relationship. I do feel like you're going to go in a new direction. This also might speak to counseling services as well, because if you look at this card, there's snakes on it, and snakes always represent transformation, like shedding old skin. In the animal kingdom, that's what they represent. So you could be going to counseling, or you need to look into counseling. You and your partner do. There's a need to communicate that to your partner. What else? Let's see what runes come up for you. What rune is going to come up for you? Leo. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's that's the rune that it doesn't have anything on it. Okay. What else for Leo? Okay, thank you. Here we go. Okay, we have Dagaz, which is this is about embarking on a new enterprise. It's about an awakening. I do feel like you've had an awakening of some sort. You're gonna have a breakthrough if you go to counseling, okay? Maybe you're adverse to it. Maybe you've never done counseling, but look into it. I do feel like either you or your partner want to go to counseling. So I feel like there is a need to communicate that to them. And that's where you need to get vocal this week, Leo, or they do. Let's see if the partner will get vocal if it's them. Will they accept their offer to go to counseling, whoever is being talked to? Queen of Swords. It's a big decision. I do see you being very decisive about this week, though, Leo. It's like you're fed up to the point of no return, and there's not much else that you feel like you could do, right? Will they accept their offer? One more, please. The Eight of Cups. This is about rebirth. They might not. Because this is the Eight of Cups in the tarot deck. I feel like some of you, they might accept your offer to go to counseling, or you them. But the counseling is the only thing that's going to save the relationship, is what I'm also picking up. Okay? If not, you're going to go your own way. Go your own way. And a new day, a new dawn will come through for you once you do this, Leo. It's interesting that this is coming up, because it's like it literally represents daytime and the dawn. And in the sun card in the tarot deck represents Leo. So that's your card. So this is going to bring you back to who you are supposed to be. You know, this is going to bring you back to your authenticity, is what I'm saying. So counseling it is. And if your partner doesn't want to go, or if you don't want to go, then you're going to be going in a new direction. You're going to be walking away, and you're going to be finding something that better suits you, and that would be the correct path. But communication is very big for you this week, Leo. So you need to communicate with your partner. You know, even if you think, oh, they're not going to take up my offer about going to counseling, there's no way they're going to do that, at least communicate it to them. You might have to spend some time talking to them about how you feel about them, how your love feels, and it's such a solid, or it was a solid connection at one time, so I do feel like it's worth fighting for. But this will be your last stand, is talking to them about this, okay? Because the thing is, Leo, we all have these things called attachment styles, every single one of us. And I actually just started learning about them this year, and I had some personal experiences with them as well, with my relationships that I've had. And the thing about attachment styles is they really can make or break a relationship, and this is most commonly why relationships fall apart, is because it's not necessarily that the attachment styles are incompatible so much. It's that you have to be able to, first you have to be able to acknowledge that you have an attachment style, that you have this attachment style. If you don't acknowledge that you have, like, for instance, an anxious attachment style, you're just wandering out in the wilderness, without a compass, basically, with your partner. And your partner has, and it's even worse when your partner has an attachment style and they don't know what it is either, because you don't know how to fix it. And the thing is, it's not necessarily that attachment styles don't work together. Like, for instance, I am always attracted to avoidance, okay? Because I'm anxious, preoccupied. That's my attachment style. And you know, there's a lot of clashing there that goes on. But interestingly enough, anxious attachment styles are always attracted to avoidance anyway. It's trauma related. It's stuff that you go through, you know, phases in your life, usually childhood and stemming into adulthood. And then, like, they go through things too. They pull away, you know, avoidance do because it scares them to get close to people because they've had so much hurt. It's not that they don't care, right? And then anxious, it's like they've had so much hurt from being neglected due to their trauma that's why they're anxious. Okay, so they push more. And yeah, so the thing about the thing is that you have to recognize it first to be able to fix it. To fix your connection, you have to be able to recognize it first, that you actually have this attachment style. And there's lots of free quizzes online, so I would advise you to go online if you're interested in that and look at this. Look into this. And then second of all, you have to be able to both partners have to be able to work through, you know, like they have to be able to work on themselves, right? And third of all, they have to be patient. There's patience that is needed on both sides, right? Because you can't really blame the other person for everything that they're doing. And I know it's really easy to do this. It's so easy to do this. I get it. But you can't really blame them for everything because they're only reacting based on their nervous system. You know, they're only reacting to things based on their attachment style, the level of trauma that they've had. Okay. So there has to be like, there has to be a compromise, okay, of some sort. And I'm not telling you to wait on this person. You know, it might be that you guys split up and, you know, you just stay friends, or, you know, you keep your options open, that type of thing. You know, you just kind of take a break and, you know, keep your options open. I would never tell you to wait on someone because I know that it can be very unhealthy if you're, you know, if you're going through this relationship and the other person's not working on stuff, right? So anyway, that's why attachment styles are really important. But you can't really blame them because they're just reacting, and they can't really blame you because they're just reacting to stress the way that they know how, the way their nervous system is wired, right? Because of the attachment style. And that's due to the trauma. I know that's a lot. Yeah, I would definitely look into attachment styles because they're so prevalent in relationships. Just about everybody I know that has gone through relationships, particularly this year, I don't know why, but it's like this past year it's almost like people are they're just like, women are like, I can't find a decent man, you know, and men are like, I can't find a decent woman, you know, and I'm telling you, it's because of attachment styles. It's because a lot of people don't even really know what this is, and they don't know how huge and how much of an impact it makes on the relationship. So sit down before you take the quiz and make sure you're in the right frame of mind, because it can be quite jarring, the results. Okay. Anyway, I'm sending you a lot of love this week, Leo. It does look good. You're gonna come out of this okay. Okay. I feel like the emphasis is on you this week. So put yourself first, okay? Put your emotional needs first, and then, you know, go from there. I wish you luck. Take care. Bye.